Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I send out client proofs. It's pretty cool. Come check it out. What up, though, guys? It's your boy Stevie D. I'm a beauty and fashion photographer based in Houston, Texas. And today I want to show you guys what I use to send out client proofs. Now, I was on Instagram Live the other day, and a few people asked me, how do I send my clients their pictures to pick? And after the live, I actually got a few emails asking the same thing. So I figured, hey, I'll put a video together and show you guys what I use. And for my website, I use format.com. Format.com is a fantastic website that hosts photographers' work, other creators' work. It's very easy to use, very intuitive. Really like I've been using it for a few years. And Format is what I use to actually send out my client proof galleries. It's pretty amazing. The website building is pretty easy. Trust me, if I can do it, you can too. Trust me. All right. So I want to show you guys what I use and how I send out the client proofs. So anytime I shoot tether into Capture One, and actually Format has two plugins that you can use, whether you're using Lightroom or if you're using Capture One. I just happen to like the Capture One, and I'm going to show you actually how I set it up, and then we're going to go over to the actual proofing gallery and show you what it looks like from the client side and also from the photographer side. So here's some images that I shot of my friend Lewis the other day. He just needed an updated headshots for his profile page. So we were in the studio having a little fun. And these are all the images that I selected for him to look at, to view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command A, and I'm going to highlight all the images that I actually want to go over to the proofing gallery. Now, once I've had it highlighted, I'm going to right click and go to publish, and then click publish to format. Now, when that comes up, there is a few things that you need to do. One is you want to make sure the page that you're creating is a proofing gallery and not an actual gallery. So if you do a gallery, it's going to show on your actual website and you won't be able to lock it at all. So I'm going to hit select proofing project, and I'm just going to type Lewis demo if I can type today. And over in my basic tab, I have it set to, and this is actually the default, which is absolutely perfect. It's set to 96 resolution, 1600 pixels on the long edge. I'm going to leave the adjustments the way it is, the metadata the way it is, and actually the watermark the way it is. I'm going to show you guys later on how you can add your watermark inside of Format. Now you can do it this way too, but I actually like the way you do it in Format. So once I'm done selecting the page name, I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. And depending on your internet speed, the number of images and the resolution is going to depend on how fast the files transfer over. Typically for me, I can get about 100 images with my computer in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to let that go ahead and render out, and I'll be right back when it's done. Now, while that's loading, let me show you the pricing for Format, and all of the pricing listed right here. They have three actual selections that you can choose. Each one of them comes with the client proofing galleries. They have one with 1,000 images, 10,000 images, and unlimited. So no matter which one you choose, you do have a chance to use the proofing gallery completely free inside the price. I actually have the Pro Plus, but I've never had over 10,000 images, so I think that will be sufficient for most of us. And this does include hosting your website, building galleries, the whole nine. So let's go back and check and see if Format is done. Okay, now that that is done uploading from Capture One to Format, I want to show you guys where you can actually download those plugins. So once you log into Format, it's going to take you to your main page. You're going to click on the bottom left-hand corner where it says More Apps. Once that opens up, you can download this for Lightroom and also Capture One. So both systems work the very same way. The boxes may look a little bit different, but both of them you can use for proofing galleries. I believe the one for Capture One is only for the Mac, so you may want to send a support ticket over to Format if you are on Windows. But again, it works for Lightroom and Capture One. So now that you know that where to find them, let me show you guys what it looks like on the back end from the photographer's side. So I want to click on the proofing link right here. And as you can see, I've already sent Lewis one yesterday. So I'm going to click on Lewis demo, and I'm going to take you guys through the setup and how it looks. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into settings, and in the settings area is where you can select most of your settings. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name it Lewis. And again, I can't spell today. Lewis headshots. And I'm going to add an image to the actual client login screen. And this is kind of fun. I actually like this. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to click on add a logo screen. And I'm going to select the image that's already on the website. So I'm going to select this image right here. And then I'm going to hit select split screen. I'm going to save my changes. And then let me show you guys some of the options. So file names, if you have the file names on, it's going to show you at the bottom of the images what the file names is. Whatever you have in your software as far as Lightroom or Capture One is going to show those file names. And also, this is very important. When you want the client to be able to select a favorite image, and this is the system that I use to have them select their edits, I'm going to make sure that this is on, because there's going to be a star at the bottom of the screen. I'll show you guys later that's labeled favorite. And when the client actually select that star, is going to email you at the end of the day to let you know which one they picked. So here is where we go into how we disable client downloading. So I have mine set to disable. So this way the client won't be able to right click and save the image. Also, when you're done, here's a good tip. You can go back in and upload the finished images and allow them to download full size. And that way you can send them the full size images the same way you did with the proofing galleries, and they can download them. So that'll give you a chance to stay away from Dropbox sending images again. So I'm going to go into the notification area, which is also important. Now, if you disable email notifications when the client selects them, you won't be able to see, they won't notify you that they made any selection. So you have to manually go in and check the notifications. What I like to do is I like to leave mine on email me a daily summary of client activity. So at the end of the day, I'll get an email from Format, and they'll say, hey, your client selected your pictures. Here's the images that they selected, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in the email. Now, very important, watermark. Now, I typically cut my watermark on when I'm sending out the proofing gallery. Let me hit save real quick, and let me go into the watermark so I can show you how you can set it up. So once you click on proofing, you're going to select modify watermark. Now, you can either send a text watermark, and you can put whatever you want. Just put my name, Stevie D, and that's what it'll look like. The client to see on the picture, or you can do an image. So if you actually have like a logo, you can put your logo on it. I have an image where it just says do not copy, duplicate, unedited proof. And I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a moment. So that's how you actually add the watermark to it. So let me hit save changes. And I'm gonna go back into the proofing gallery, go back into the settings and make sure I have everything that I want. And this is a cover image. The very first image that's in your gallery will be defaulted. So you can actually change that as well by hitting edit cover image. You can change it, and you can actually use one of the images that you already have for the gallery. Just make sure you hit save changes. I always forget to hit save changes. All right, and before we go on, I just want to let you guys know I am not sponsored by Format. They do not pay me. They have not given me any money. They probably don't even know who I am. So I'm doing this on my own. So you guys, this is not a sponsor ad. So if you want to check out Format, you are doing so based on solely my recommendation and not because I'm paid to tell you. Okay. All right. I just wanted to get that out the way. So let's jump back into the gallery. So now that I've changed the settings the way I wanted to, how I get this over to the client is I'm going to hit the share button at the top right hand corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to email it to myself since I've already sent it to Lewis. So I'm going to send it to one of my other emails if I can type right. And I don't know what's wrong with my typing today. And you can put a subject in there. I'm just going to say link to proofs. And I actually have a canned message response already, but you can type in whatever you want to type. So I'm just going to say, hey, Jive Turkey, here are your images. Please select 3 or I'll be forced to thrash you. Whatever you do, don't send that to a client. They're probably not gonna like that. And I'm just gonna put my name in there, and I want to make sure that the show link to project and email is selected. That way they can just click on it, and then I'm going to hit, and then I'm going to hit send email. And so now that the email is sent, let me bring up my email so I can show you guys what the actual email to the client looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the client side when they get the email. It's going to have my logo or your logo, whatever the case may be, at the very top. And then here is your message. Hey, Jive Turkeys, here are your images. Please select 3 or I'll be forced to thrash you. Again, don't send that to the client. They're not going to like that at all. All right. And so all the client actually needs to do is select view images, and the client proofing gallery is going to come up. And then there is Lewis' picture that I picked for the split screen. And we're going to type in an email. Now, the email portion is very important that your client put in there. That's how we're going to actually track how many pictures they select in the favorites. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in there. And then this is what comes up from the client side. So they can click on the image, and you can see my watermark at the very top. Do not copy or duplicate. And it's down here as well. And it's going to be the same thing for your watermark. So let's find a couple images that we're going to actually select so I can show you guys what it looks like on the photographer side when you're looking at the selections. So let's see. I like this picture, so I'm going to hit select favorite. There's a little star down at the bottom right hand corner. I'm going to go through some more of these. Oh, I kind of like that one too. I like that smile. I'm going to click favorite. So that's the second one. And then I'm just going to kind of go through. But you know what? I don't know the other ones. Ooh, I like that one. And so then I'm going to hit the X button. And this is going to tell you, actually, if you look at the star, it's going to tell you which ones you selected. So I selected 1, 2, and then I have a third one somewhere. Let's see if we can find that third one. Oh, I thought I selected 3. Oh yeah, right here. So now we have 3 selected. Now if I change my mind, or if the client changed their mind, all I gotta do is just uncheck it and then go check another one. They can uncheck that one and check another one. And then at the end of the day, I'll get an email letting me know that Lewis or whoever the client is selected the images. So let me show you what that email looks like. So this is the email. This is what it looks like when they send it from format. This is the one I actually sent Lewis yesterday, and he already selected 23, and I will be forced to thrash him because I'm not editing 23 pictures, Lewis. All right. So let's jump over to the photographer side, and I can show you guys what it looks like when you're actually seeing what they selected. So we're going to jump back into format, and you're going to go to activity, and then it's going to tell me that 3 images were selected. And if I hit this drop down, this is the email that I put in. So if you want to send this to multiple people to select, each login or each email is going to save their favorites based on the email. So, which is pretty cool. Now that I know which ones Lewis wants selected, want edited, I can click the file tab and I can export it out as a contact sheet. And what I typically do is just screenshot it and then go back into Capture One and select the ones I'm going to edit them, and then re-upload and send it over to Lewis or the client. And that's basically it, guys. It's pretty simple, pretty intuitive, pretty streamlined. I really love this process. All of my clients love it. It protects me because they can't download the image. I can watermark it, and I can, pretty much take control over that whole process. And again, the clients really love it. So check format.com out. If you don't have a website, they're an amazing, amazing platform. I really enjoy using it. And you guys see the proofing gallery is dope. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, you know where to find me at. Make sure you holler at your boy. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell to be notified. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.